Rio is waking up to day 4 of competitions, but many athletes, including Team Korea, are still recovering from disappointing results from the day before. Our Olympics correspondent Kwon Jang-ho joins me live with all the bits and pieces of Rio 2016. And An Chang-rim, we definitely want all the highlights from day 3, but before we get to that, aren't we all sulking over an Olympics Black Monday for Team Korea? Where did things go wrong?
To be honest, Conn-young, I'm not sure either. It's kind of hard to explain, and we can just say it was a bad day in the office for almost all of Korea's athletes. Let's start with the judo first, where we had two strong medal prospects in the men's 73-kilo category with An Chang-rim and the women's 57-kilogram class with Kim Ji-yeon. They were world number 1 and 2 in their weight class respectively, but both were knocked out in the top 16 round of their competitions. The next shock loss was in the fencing, where Olympic champion Kim Ji-yeon was looking to defend her title in the women's individual sabre events, but also failed to get past the top 16 round as well. But perhaps the biggest upset for Team Korea on Monday was in the archery, where top-ranked Kim Ji-yeon crashed out in the second round of the men's individual event to Indonesia's Rio Ega Agatha, who's only ranked 29th. Not only is Kim world number 1, but he also set a world record score in the ranking round on Friday, which made it all the more unexpected and disappointing. There were other losses throughout the day as well. The women's volleyball team lost 3-1 against Russia, and the women's handball team also lost 28-31. They've now suffered 2 losses and will have to start winning quick to get out the group stages. Also, all 4 of Korea's table tennis players were knocked out in the 3rd and 4th round of matches on Monday as well. All these losses have really dented Korea's chances of achieving its pre-games target of a top 10 finish and 10 gold medals. So far, Korea only has 2 golds coming from the men's and women's team archery events, and although there are still plenty of medals to be won, on this current form, winning 8 more is going to be a tough ask.
Well, Kim Ji-yeon was the biggest shock of all, I'd say. I mean, we all thought he'd pass that round with flying colors. He was a gold medal prospect, but at least Olympic title champion in the women's event, Kim Ji-yeon got through without too much fuss.
That's right. There was at least one silver lining on the day to forget for Korea. The defending champion women's individual archery, Kim Ji-yeon, progressed into Thursday's top 16 round. She said she brought extra focus after witnessing her men's teammate crash out earlier in the day. Now turning to other stories coming out of Rio, the drug scandal continues to cause controversy, especially in the aquatic stadium. Swimmer Lily King won gold in the 100-meter breaststroke, beating Yulia Efimov in Russia, who served a doping ban before being cleared last minute to compete in Rio. After the win, King did not mince her words, saying, "I showed you can still compete clean and win." Record medal-winning swimmer Michael Phelps also had a few harsh words to say, saying the situation was sad. But in a rather odd note, Russian state TV gave a sort of response to Phelps, saying his practice of cupping, the Asian therapy technique involving suction cups, which you can see on the screen there on Phelps's shoulders and back, was comparable to using meldonium, the substance that was Russian tennis stars Maria Sharapova was tested for earlier this year. Although the cupping has currently risen in popularity among the US athletes, there is no scientific evidence suggesting that it actually improves recovery or performance. Brazil recorded their first gold medal of these Olympics. Rafaela Silva won the 57-kilogram women's judo competition on Monday evening, and it was a momentous occasion for the Olympics that has been mired in controversy. It was all the more symbolic as the 24-year-old comes from Rio in the notoriously dangerous and crime-ridden Cidade de Deus, or City of God favela, made famous in the film of the same name. She's a success story that the Rio Olympics can be proud of. Right, that's day 3 lined up. Here are some of the key events to look out for on day 4 of the Olympics.